Hi, I'm Jim Allison, Dunes Realty. I've been doing this over 25 years now and wanted to give you some insider information on some of the differences of the oceanfront condominiums. I'm here in front of the A Place at the Beach, and I'm going to jump into that in just a second. One of the first things I wanted to tell you about A Place at the Beach, and that is the name of the complex, A Place at the Beach. The Place at the Beach was built in the late 70s, and the coolest part, it was built off-site and brought on the back of a truck, piece by piece. I'm going to show you the depth of the ocean and then come back to the construction of the condominium complex. A little storm has just rolled in, and you can see it as it's headed off to the east. It's going to open up a little bit over here, but it has a nice wide piece of beach with nice dunes. The dunes really create some insulation from a storm to the condominium complex. A Place at the Beach, like I said, is built in the late 70s. There's 12 oceanfront units you'll see behind me. And then on each side, there are a tremendous amount of condos that were built here. Like I said, they're built on the back of a truck in inland in South Carolina and put together here. People might say that's not such a good idea, but in fact, they've been through Hurricane Hugo, the whopper that hit us in 1989, and all the other little hurricanes along the way, and they still remain standing today. They've been a place at the beach for so many people over the years. The complex is a gigantic oceanfront lot, both side to side, north to south, we say, even though east is off to the left, and then front to back. On one side, they have a very large parking lot in the front and parking lot on the side, so nobody is left looking for parking off-site. That's a huge part. Behind me is a swimming pool. Might be able to see a little bit of that there. So they have a nice large swimming pool, and they have laundry right behind the pool, and then a huge yard up behind that. Another great feature is the Quay restaurant and Marlin Quay Marina behind it. Beside that also is the Gulfstream restaurant, another great option. So you have a lot to do right here. The condominiums, like I said, built many years ago, so often are renovated. And they'll do a little renovation where they'll do a bathroom or they'll do a kitchen or they'll do everything stem to stern. And that creates a lot of increased rental income if you're interested in that. Many people that own here just use it as a getaway for their family, their kids, their grandkids, and they come and go as they want. I'm gonna pick up at another complex called the Compass Rose in just a minute. I try to leave without telling you there's an elevator here. That is a huge game changer to have an elevator for the whole complex. It takes you from the first floor all the way up to the third floor and makes entering so much easier, especially when there's a hip issue or a ankle issue or a knee issue. It just changes the game and adds so much more ease of being here. Now I'm going to the Compass Rose. Now I'm a few hundred yards south of where I was at the Place at the Beach at Compass Rose. Compass Rose is a smaller building. It's 4 stories high. It's got a total of 8 condominiums. They're all 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. This one is unique because you can see the stairs behind me. You can leave your living room / kitchen and come right down to the pool deck. They have an amazing pool deck. It's very private here. Parking is very suitable for the amount of condominiums that are here. You can easily park 2 cars for every condo. But really great. I'm gonna spin around kind of slowly. It's raining behind me, raining offshore, but just the same, you can see the dune line, very, very nice dune line, and the private path down to the beach. The pool deck is enclosed and fenced in. Just a great place overall. And I will say this one last thing. It was recently redone. I say recently, it's probably been a decade now. One of the homeowners was an engineer and he oversaw the plans and did a fantastic job in the complex. I'll talk to you soon. I'm going right next door to the Waterforde. I want to tell you one last thing about Compass Rose before I leave. Most resort style pools are very shallow. Most people don't know this, but Compass Rose has an 8-foot section right behind me. The sun is coming out. We had a little pop-up storm that just brought an inch of water and seemed seemingly like 30 minutes. I wanted to share that part of the building behind me. We're at Waterforde right now. This building, they discovered that there seemingly was an issue with some of the structure. The center part of this building is done with steel, and there's a breezeway between the north side and the south side. You see directly behind me is the north side. Over here is the south side, the breezeway right between it. They thought there was an issue. They had a local engineer, well-known guy, come in and determine they're going to make some adjustments there and beef up that center section. But overall, it's very safe. The building itself is very popular. Very rarely does one come on the market, especially the 3 bedrooms. The 3 bedrooms at the end of the building, those 4 stacked up, 1, 2, 3, and 4th floor. Same thing over here beside me. Same series. The swimming pool here, amazing. It's one of the biggest pools on the beach. I'm being redundant, but I just wanted to just say that it's big, it's nice. The building itself, the complex is gated. You need a code to get in, a code to use the pool, and everything else. But very, very popular building. I'm at the Waterforde right now, and you can see the detail. Everything about it is well done. Very, very proactive association. They try to get on things early and stay on them. Like this walkthrough, it's two tiers up. You can see a place to wash off the sand and salt before you hop in the pool or go up to your condo. And they just stay on top of things. Landscaping is top notch. They're always fixing things and just trying to stay ahead of it. So I'm gonna wrap it up at the Waterforde. I'll see you at the Gulfstream Villas in just a moment. I'm here at the Gulfstream Villas, and I was hoping to show you this as the sun was just glaring, and that's not the case. We've got this storm that's been chasing me all afternoon, but I want to show you this just the same. I'm coming off the beach, and you see how they've done their decking. Again, they're really stepping it up here. They've done, I say decking, you can't see this, but they did Trex. And it's very durable, especially in the salt water. This pool sits a little bit elevated from the villas. All these villas are different size, and what's amazing is that house is part of this complex. The house is individually owned, as are the villas. There are 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, and 4 bedroom villas in the complex. They have a big oceanfront piece of land. You don't see many of these come on the market either. A place to grill over here, and you can see the lush grass they have between the dwellings and the swimming pool in the ocean. Private walkway to the ocean that I just came down, well landscaped, and they really are doing a good job here. Overall, this one's a very nice one. I'm on the south part of Garden City Beach. I'm here at South Pointe Villas to wrap up our tour for the day. Kind of gives you a diverse look at the south end of Garden City Beach. This series of complexes shows you a little different look of what the beach looks like. This pool also is raised like the last couple that we saw, protects it from any storms. You can see the very lush dune line. I'm going to quickly get us down there to take a look. Again, walkway raised over the dunes. And you can see, it's funny because the sun has just come out again after this little pop-up storm. And the water, I don't know if it conveys in the video, but the water is very green. And you can see the white caps on it. That's a remnant of the storm that just went through. And actually in the distance, you can see the sails of a sailboat out there. So in the span of a quarter mile, you can see all 5 direct oceanfront condominium complexes in the south end of Garden City Beach. We just passed a place at the beach, and then we're going to come up quickly on Compass Rose, Waterforde, and Gulfstream Villas. So a place at the beach has 2 bedrooms only. Compass Rose, 3 bedrooms only. Waterforde, 2 and 3 bedroom. Gulfstream Villa townhouses that have 2, 3, and 4 bedroom. And then we wrap up with the Gulfstream Villas, the South Pointe Villas. So that's a wrap up of what we have. To follow up, it's a diverse crowd. The thing that's similar is they're all oceanfront, and they all have very large parcels of land here. But from the standpoint of the diversity, we've got elevators in some, no elevators in the other. We have an eclectic mix of really cool condominiums to meet everyone's need if they want a direct oceanfront condominium. Give me a call if you have any more questions.